YouTubers, Mike Martin's here, Mike Martin's channel. Very happy to see, very happy that you guys are following me on this housing crisis segment. It's been going on for several years now. I've been discussing housing crisis for a long time, and it looks like things are starting to come to light. Many years later, things are starting to come to light. Because when I first moved to Vancouver, it was like 10 years ago, looking at houses, I'm like, why is that house 600,000? And they're like, oh yeah, because that's what it's worth. It's in Vancouver. I'm like, no, that house in Miami Beach is like 130,000. Why is it 600 here? And then I started to get motivated to put my channel together and organize my channel. And today's Sunday, April 16th. I brought my car to church today. I'm waiting for my family. They're coming in the other car with the kids. We don't all fit in Rosie's small car. There's Rosie right there. Where's she? Can I get her? Oh, she's too fast for me. Rose, you're too fast for me, man. Anyways, why am I making this video? Zero Hedge put up an article this morning, or yesterday, I'm sorry, about London's housing situation is beyond. They're covering it up. Zero Hedge has it. I'm going to read the article when I get home later. I want to know from you guys, what do you think exactly is going to happen? Now, this is what I want you guys to comment below now. Okay, I've been covering this housing thing, and all due respect from, all the analysis and research I've been doing and things I've been watching from different parts of the world, understanding, it's just a big Ponzi scheme, people parking their money overseas because they want to get out of their countries, and why am I fighting so hard for this? Because the Canadian proper, the Australian proper, the New Zealand proper, basically are bought out of their own countries and they have no futures. Basically, when it comes to buying real estate. So a lot of companies are suffering because they can't hire qualified people to work for them, because the qualified people can't afford to live in the cities. So companies need to relocate to fix that problem. Now, out of due respect for me and all I've shared with you guys and information and blah blah blah, all I want is a comment from you guys. I want to know, okay, now let's get this thing rolling. I wanted to know, which Commonwealth country do you think is going to pop first? Is it going to be Canada, with the United States GDP going up and the Canadian dollar slowly declining? Is it going to be Australia, with their overly inflated 1 million Australian dollars for a one bedroom in Melbourne? Is it going to be New Zealand, with the southern hemisphere getting colder now and people living out of garages and cars and sleeping in tents? Is it going to be England? Because Zero Hedge said England was going to be, looking like it's going to collapse and things are not looking good financially. Who is it going to be? I want you guys to comment below. I want you guys to let me know which country you think is going to be the first one to click off the domino and everything else comes falling like a house of cards. Everything else should have crashed in 2008 when the US fell. Everything else should have fallen. But they found ways to manipulate or I don't know how to say it, to prop up the market, Or if nothing crashes this year, I want to know what kind of schemes the government or legislation or laws are going to be passed. Basically, officials are going to pass to kind of keep the market going. You know what I'm saying? I want to know from you guys. I want to know what you guys think. Which is the first Commonwealth country to go when it comes to housing crisis? Which is the first one to pop? Which is the first one that's basically going to set the rest of the world straight? I'm going to go into church now. Thanks for watching, guys. Big hug to everyone. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And your comments are much appreciated on my channel. Thank you.